Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And an alley to run. He's got a first out and more inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly,
they'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Peyton Barber, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike 56. All day, just like that. 57,
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. On play action, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it.
partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he gets... to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And the Dolphins first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. On the ground, it's Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes steps away to his... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Great move by Montgomery. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Yellow, on the way. 56. They're not ready for this, man.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Mahomes gonna throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understands.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. David Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. McManus's point after is good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Darquez Denard brought him down. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the 43-yard line.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Hey, anyone right there. Check that guy. What's tight? Tight end's running. 51's a mark, boy. 51. Do your job.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Come on. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
From the 44, Trubisky. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now throwing the ball. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now Trubisky to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he's got room. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run forward Montgomery. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Trubisky. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now Trubisky on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now Trubisky throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 27, Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. They'll find Everett there, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On first down, Trubisky. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Barber on 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Running with Barber out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Will Harris there to make the play. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I've talked to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Trubisky to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about...
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, and he's going to go down again. Bud Dupree, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one good for 24 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Ingram. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 99. Check 99.
Ingram again. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
80 weapon.
Now it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards him.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run again here with Gallman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He completes this to Sutton. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Open man, and again it's Sutton. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw here out to Cobb. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Trubisky to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is put a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
65. Kill. Check 31.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. They'll find Everett there, complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Mahomes. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mahomes now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Throwing now is Trubisky, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for play.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
14 yards. And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. What QB go?
A strong running. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Buffalo, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.